These are going to be your notes for the first section of Chapter 3, Lesson 2. We're just going to break this into two different sections. We're going to look at part of it today, part of it tomorrow. So the first thing we're going to do is actually talk about slope and then have something pop up in front of us. Sorry guys. Alright, so we have slope. Slope is a rate of change. It can be positive, which means it's slanting upwards, like this. Or it can be negative, which means it's going downwards. So if you have a line that's going downwards, like this one, that means it's for sure going to have a negative slope. So think about if you're walking downhill, the slope of this hill is negative. However, if you're going to be walking up the hill, the slope is positive. Just depends on how you're looking at it. So right here we can see that slope is equal to rise over run. So if I ask you rise over run, you should know that rise means vertical, so you're going up. So how far are you going up? And run means how far are you going over. Alright, and one thing I want you to put on there, that slope is the same thing as constant rate of change. Which you might also remember as ROC. Hopefully you remember that acronym might help you remember the entire thing. Constant rate of change and slope are the same thing. That's what you need to remember. Same thing, finding them is the same way. Alright, so to do that, the first thing we're going to look at how to do it from, today we're going to look at how to do it from a graph, possibly a table. We'll see. So example 1 says, find the slope of the treadmill, because the treadmill does have a slope. It's got an incline of sorts, as you can see. So we have a slope is equal to rise over run. And if you look at our picture, well, the rise, which is right here, we know that it's going up 10 inches. And the run, which is side to side, it's going all the way over 48 inches. So that's where we get 10 over 48. And then we just simplify by dividing by 2. So our slope for this treadmill is going to be 5 over 24. So we can do an example like this. A hiking trail rises 6 feet for every horizontal change of 100 feet. What is the slope of the hiking trail? So if we have a trail, like, let's say it looks a little bit like this. We know it's going up. And it rises 6 feet. This is my rise, because it's going up 6 feet. And the horizontal change, which horizontal means side to side, my picture is not drawn to scale, but we know that this is 100 feet. So I have my rise, which is 6 feet, over my run, which is 100 feet. Now, if we want to simplify this, which we absolutely should, because that's just what we do, simplify these because these are easy to simplify. 6 and 100 can both be divided by 2. Divided by 2 on top, I get 3. Divided by 2 on the bottom, I get 50. So the slope for this one is 3 over 50. That was rise over run. Not too bad. Now this next one here, we have a graph. Alright, now, you may be thinking graphs might be a little bit harder, but really they're not much harder as long as you have some points that you can read. So step 2 says, for example 2, the graph shows the cost of muffins at a bake sale. Find the slope of the line. So it even gives you some steps here. It says the first thing you have to do, I need you to underline, circle, whatever you want to do, choose 2 points on the line. So they've already chosen 2 for you. They have to be readable. So like anything that crosses at like a T where the lines intersect, that's going to be a point that you can use. Because we can read the X and Y coordinates. So for this point right here, we have the coordinates 2, 4. And then this one we have 3, 6. So the vertical change, or the rise, we know we start here and we go up 1, 2. That's your rise. So that's where they got this 2 from. And then the run, well, that's how far they're going over. So they're going over only 1. Your rise is 2, your run is 1. So the slope of this line is 2 over 1 or 2. Excuse me. So if you look at this box right here, this will be really helpful for you. If you're going up, it's positive. If you're going down, it's negative. If you're going right, it's positive. If you're going left, it's negative. I would keep this handy if you cannot remember it, because it's going to be really important for you to be able to figure out when is 1 negative and when is 1 positive.